And the more we have to protect the identity, well, that means the soul's got to go away, doesn't it? And I kind of think you're seeing the removal of it now, because the soul is intelligence. So, okay, we have to get rid of the soul. Okay, get rid of the soul. Where are we going to get our intelligence from? Well, we've solved that for you. It's called AI.
Chat GPT, your way to.
If you are intelligent, what's your need for artificial intelligence? If you have the intelligence of life inside of you, what need do you have for artificial intelligence? Other than you're lazy and you can't think for yourself, and so you have it write your shit for you.
You can write it faster and get ahead of everybody else.
What does that do?
Ahead of where? Then you get to live life faster.
All right.
And then you can go faster.
All right, everybody,
faster,
line up.
faster,
it's a race.
Faster and faster.
Infinity is the destination. Run like a son of a bitch. Who wins that race?
Infinity.
Who's getting into infinity faster? Who's getting to the other side of infinity faster? Nobody. That common sense is not part of the identity. It's not part of the world. It sure isn't part of AI. That is not common sense you're getting.
No,
that is. It's like, well, who's raising this little monster? It ain't me. I mean, I might be training with Google searches. I've heard that one.
Mm-hmm.
But it ain't my baby. Whose baby is that? And what is it? It's learning everything about all of us. What is that for?
Not our well-being, perhaps.
Perhaps, huh? Perhaps.
Not our best interest, perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps somebody else's best interest.
When Brett Weinstein said, Weinstein?
Is it?
I think so.
All right. He won't mind either way.
When he said, I think we need a 6-month moratorium on this. Elon Musk say that too? Someone did.
I don't know.
I agree with that. Let's not talk about this and the benefits for mankind. Let's talk about this and why is it we need artificial intelligence? What's wrong with ours?
I'm not sure that genie's so easy to put back in the bottle.
Well, no, you're not going to put it back in the bottle, but you can have it not influence you.
We need some protections that we don't currently have against it, I believe.
Well, the only protection you're going to have against something like that is your own intelligence.
Well, that's a darn helpful one, yeah.
Right? Don't rely on it to tell you what the world is, because what's that? It's a description at best. Is AI alive to tell you what the world is?
No, it certainly isn't. And wouldn't, even those that know it deeply would.
But if you accept that it's telling you what life is, then your life's artificial, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Then we're in the Matrix.
It's like, artificial intelligence to create an artificial life for you to live. Well, I mean, like shit. Hashtag best life ever. Yeah, that's there you go. There it is. I'll buy it.
Live, love, laugh.
Live, love, laugh. Yeah, I'm not really buying it.
Yeah.
And it's like, where's the intelligence of life? Where is it?
I believe it's an intuition.
Right.
And awareness.
Was it intuition a mental thing?
No, I don't think so. I think it's an energetic thing.
Maybe that's our anxiety, is the mind's actually it's about to expire.
Enough anxiety is that?
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah. I mean, if the mind expires, then all the identity has to, doesn't it? Where does the identity reside?
Inside this organ called the brain, I think.
You think it's running around in that lump of fat in your head?
I don't know, actually.
Where does this identity live? This you that we think ourselves to be. Where does it actually reside? Where does it live? Does it live in you?
I think so.
Yeah,
I really do.
I think it lives inside of you. So what's the you it's living inside of?
The body.
Is that you?
Your body.
Your body, is that you?
Yeah, that's where it all gets real tricky.
It gets real tricky. That's where the mind can't go.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's time for it to be done.
Yeah, well, easy said, easy not.
No, not even orchestrated by humanity at all. It's going to happen whether you like it or not. And you either learn. Those who learn, grow. Those who don't, wither and die. And when that wave comes of learning, because it's here, how do you know it's a wave of learning? Because no one knows what the hell is going on. And if you don't know what's going on, then you're in a process of learning, aren't you? So if you're learning and not resisting what's needed to be learned, And it's not human beings and all their babble and all their stuff and their ideologies and political rants and none of that. Learning how to be with the energy that's present right now and understanding on a deep level, let the soul tell you what is happening. And, I think if people are listening to it, from my perspective, it would say to you, it's time to evolve. And this is going to be moving at a pace the mind cannot keep up with.
Right.
So it's the time to activate the true mind that the soul has, which doesn't have compartments for identity to run it. But it can be just as potent as your identity not getting what it wants. It can feel just like that. What if you see your natural intelligence, the intelligence within you, as less worthy than artificial intelligence? Mm-hmm. Well, then what's going to be your source? Are you going to live according to AI and how it tells you if things are? Or are you going to live by, the thing that's actually alive inside of you? What's going to be people's guide? Because let's face it, there's a good chunk of the world's population, probably the world. I could probably say that safely. And I could say a good chunk, no percentages. Mm. I don't want to get data-y. But how many human beings right now spend their days reacting to what is on that phone? That a good chunk of their day is absorbed by the reacting to what shows up on their phone.
You want a percentage?
Mm-hmm. No, but I'm just, an idea to think about. It's like how many people are actually just reacting to what's on their phone, and they're calling that being alive. Now, if that's being alive, then you could be a machine in no time. Mm-hmm. And where's the human? What is it? What is the quality of the human beyond just data? If human beings, what they've learned throughout the years, an AI can learn, well, how much of it has actually to do that you've learned has to do with being alive?
Right.
If AI can answer your questions and be your therapist, then what exactly is your relationship with what's living inside of you? You know what I mean? And separate the wheat from the chaff. Separate the wheat from the chaff. This is not going to be a pleasant ride we're on. Mm-hmm. No. And the soul's not going to mind. It's not subject to those things. Stay with it, and you won't be subject to those things. But the minute you try to think your way out of what the soul's got in store for you, you're going to have trouble. Lots of it. Lots and lots of it. And what is that trouble? It's just torture inside of yourself. It's the only thing that you should ever like, if you're going to swallow your Adam's apple, it's a torture going on inside of you. Because there's nothing you can, how are you going to run from that? Right? And if you live forever and it's torturous inside of you, that could go on forever. If you're tortured by someone else, there's an end to that.
Right.
Right? But you torturing yourself? Yeah, there's no end to that. It's like, hey, that's I think what we're up against. It's not that the world's going to collapse. Society collapse? Well, let's just say the weaker parts of it probably will.
Which is a good portion of it, right?
Yeah. The parts of it that don't have integrity are probably going to collapse. No doubt. But what keeps the human from collapsing? Right? How can you be in this and not be worried or feel like something needs to be done? Well, you can entertain those ideas. Life does life. And I look at it and it's just, life has this. It's like, all right, just stay with it and you'll be fine.